adventurers. We are having our first full day in Sukhothai in northern Thailand. We wanted to show you first though our little villa that we're staying at. It's so beautiful. A little warm though, but we have air conditioning.
Yeah, so, we're sweating a little bit.
We're sweating a little bit. But it's important, you gotta take your shoes off before you go in. Sure. So it's still a little dark in the daylight, I think, but this is our little, it feels like almost like a jungle cabin. It's so cute. This is the common area where we just chilled last night. This is the room we're staying in. Has an AC, so it's beautiful in here. Put a nice large bed, and the view is out to a little pond, which this whole little cabin is on a pond. It's completely like over the water.
Yeah, and so the pond is full of fish too, so they're flipping and flopping all night.
You hear catfish and stuff. It's so funny. Got a huge bathroom. Has warm water, although I don't know why you would ever need warm water, I guess.
Last but not least is the area where Karina and Nikita have been staying. They have this whole other section of the house. So this is basically like the king size bed over here. And then Karina's little nook.
But
she's nesting over here.
It might be small, but she's smart because she's next to the air conditioner.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I talked to the owner this morning. Apparently when he got this land, there wasn't any of this vegetation here. He planted it all, I think it was like 20 years ago. And now it's this lush green space, and he was so excited because I guess it attracts a lot of birds. So there's like 30 different types of birds. So you can hear them when you're outside, but luckily they're not too noisy when you're inside. So we didn't get woken up by them this morning. Right into it.
Nailed it.
Alright, so we had some laptop time, we had our breakfast, gave you guys a little tour, got nice and toasty.
Oh, we're sweating. Sweating real good.
And now we are headed to the remains of an old palace and a bunch of temples.
And check out the sweet map they gave us. We got the whole town right here with everything we need to know marked in bright orange, and also the sweet map of the Sukhothai temple itself. We're gonna find us some treasure.
So as we've been driving up Thailand on the highway system, there's tons of roadside little restaurants and little stands and all kinds of stuff. Just like every block has a new strip of restaurants, it seems. So there are tons of food options, and so far it's all been really good, but the challenge has been just trying to translate exactly what we want, and they don't always have pictures, so it can be a little bit challenging, especially when you don't have reception to do a proper translation, and that doesn't always work anyway. But we found a really cool looking place. We managed to get some pad see ew, which has some vegetables in it, which is good because that's what we feel like we've been eating.
Yes, some veggies.
What did you order over there? Because that looks bomb.
He said it was pad thai, I thought.
That's what she said, and it came on a little fajita. This is a Thai fajita with a little chicken up in there. We got a little lemon juice, some peanuts, a little lemon wedge lettuce.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Oh man, it looks very hot. Ah! It's the fork that's really hot, not the food. Oh man, that's really good.
They have a little stand up front where they're selling these little kind of pastry things that we tried the other day. They're not even really pastries. I'm not even sure how to describe them. They're made of like coconut dough with some seeds in there, and then they put flakes of coconut in there. Right?
Yeah, it's it reminds me of flubber.
Yeah.
It's so
it's super sticky,
and
but they're really delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like all soft and like stretchy, but it's really delicious.
They're really good, and they're nice and warm too. I made them fresh up there. arrived at the ruins of the old city, and it is absolutely incredible. You guys, we had no idea what to expect, but this is very cool. There's like these gigantic Buddha statues all over the place.
This is stuff that we have literally seen in pictures since we first got the traveling bug a few years ago. This is like the kind of place that I bookmarked like crazy and was like,
that we saw on
man.
Instagram and we're like, oh, one day we'll go there.
Yeah, one day. And I just can't. I know that this one, like, I know there's ruins like this all over Southeast Asia, but this is our first like little glimpse into it, and it is so neat. It's making me so excited to go to like Cambodia and stuff.
Yeah. This statue here is massive. There's a bunch of adorable little figurines at each toe. The statue has seen better days though. It is very weathered. Guys, it almost feels like we have this place completely to ourselves. There's a few other tourists around here, but it's not crowded at all. Like when we went to some of the temples in Mexico, it was just like elbow to elbow tourists, but I feel like this is like our own personal little tour. This is very cool. So there's 26 temples total around here, right?
Yeah, and a palace that used to be here. So I don't know. I think that I read that there are over like 70 ruined sites total within the walls here. It's pretty dang cool.
There's a lot of stuff here. This has been the coolest temple so far. Check this out. It's got this little courtyard area. These huge like shrine-like things up here. Pretty freaking neat. I'm not exactly sure what they used this stuff for, and we can't really pronounce the name of it. So.
No, but this one is really beautiful. Just all the little details. I just can't believe that. Maybe it's been restored. I don't know, but if not, it's impressive that it survived this long.
Oh, it smells all bad.
How's it smell, Karina?
It's really bad. Really bad.
This is one time when I'm glad that I'm all stopped up. I can't smell a thing, guys.
Yeah, so you can actually go kind of in a little bit, but it's full of this stagnant water that just smells like pee and shit. But you can kind of look up in there, and it's pretty cool, but the smell is a little bit unbearable. Does this one smell like pee and shit?
Oh, but there's nothing.
I did it. This is scary, and it's very hot and creepy. I feel like this door is just gonna seal up and leave me in here.
Is there a hole?
Here's an aerial shot that's like reconstructed what they think it used to look like. But you can see they actually had like a ceiling rooftop covering that entire area where all those pillars are. Now it's all gone. The pine cones are still there. We stumbled onto a random and pretty large outdoor market. They're pretty easy to stumble upon here in Thailand, it's seeming, but...
This one's really interesting. They've got the music playing and everyone seems to have a uniform on, which we've not seen before.
Everything smells just so freaking good.
So good.
But we're not, we kind of ate recently, so we're trying to decide if we should get a snack or get a little something. It all looks pretty good. We found this stand that has these really delicious looking teas. But the problem here is in Thailand, they put a lot of sugar in stuff. So we're trying to figure out, we've just been like trying to figure out the word for like no sugar, and I think that it's working. I think I'm gonna get the lemonade iced, and then Nikita, which one did you get? This one here?
Yeah, the butterfly pea.
Butterfly pea. It's a little sweet, but it's pretty good. Wow, it's different. It's got like a rice flavor in there. That's very different. We found some other little goodies. These are like a dish we tried at the floating market where they have like egg with some goodies inside of them fried on this little guy. And we're just gonna get a mix of like pork and oysters and all kinds of seafood. Guys, we ended up coming back to our little cabana, and time kind of got away from us. I had to edit a vlog, and I was pretty pressed for time. We're on a weird schedule here in Thailand. The vlog goes up at 1 a.m. here.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Just makes it really awkward.
Yeah, we've been traveling, or like with the drive, like we just didn't have time to work on it. So
yeah, and we went out and made that video today and stuff. We just didn't have that much time.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys enjoyed exploring the ruins with us. We really enjoyed those ruins. Those were some of the most unique ruins we've been to.
I mean,
they
were the first in Asia that we've seen, and yeah, like we were saying before, like we've seen them online, and now we went and saw them in person. And it's just, I don't know. It's really interesting. We were trying to figure out which parts were super authentic or if any, and which
parts were restored. It was hard to tell.
Yeah, it was really
But it was
hard
cool
to
that
tell.
you were able to kind of roam through it all freely.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to bed. We're actually leaving here tomorrow. We are not going to be vlogging tomorrow, but we wanted to let you guys know that on days that we're not vlogging, we always or usually do an Instagram story. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, it's just The Endless Adventure on Instagram. I'll put the text somewhere on the screen. But if you follow us up there, then you can make sure that you never miss, the stuff that happens between our videos.
Yeah, like, or sometimes when we're not filming, like for example, earlier today a bird pooped on my head, and we didn't have the camera with us, but we had my phone, so we put on the story. So never miss another bird pooping on my head. All right, good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.